Good evening, welcome back to Visionary Fragrances. It feels like a while since I've spoken to you. Well, thanks for joining me. Today I want to talk about a new fragrance from Ralph Lauren. This is Ralph's Club. Now, this was released earlier this year, and a small disclaimer for you, I have only got a sample of this. I have not got a full bottle of it, but I've been wearing this sample for the last couple of days, and I do a lot of traveling, and I have tried this in the airport 2 or 3 times, so I think I've got a good idea of what the fragrance is like, what it smells like, how it performs, and I've got my opinion of this fragrance. So I'm going to share my thoughts with you now, and let's get on with the review. Now, some of the notes are clary sage, lavender, vetiver, and cedar. Now, when I first tried this, I have to admit I was slightly disappointed. I'm going to spray some on my hand now just so I can get the opening again, just so I can familiarise myself with it. Now, yeah, when I first tried this, I was quite heavily disappointed, to be honest with you, because it smells like so many other designer fragrances that have been released over the last couple of years. And I think Ralph Lauren had a really good opportunity with a new line of fragrances to really experiment, to push the boat out and try and bring something new to the market. But when you try this, it just smells like so many other fragrances you smelt before. Now, I don't know if you're like me and when you go to the airport, you go around the duty-free fragrances and you spray them all over your arm and you try them on the tester strips and you want to try as many fragrances as possible. Now, this is what I do, and what I've noticed most commonly in the last sort of year or so is that so many of the new flankers and the new releases just smell so similar. So I think Ralph Lauren really missed the boat with this one. I think they could have released something challenging, just a bit more, just slightly different. You know, if you look at the marketing campaign for this, you've got a guy wearing a suit sat in I think it's a bar somewhere, and you just think it's going to be maybe like a leathery fragrance, or perhaps they're going to add some, you know, alcohol notes to it, maybe a whiskey note, but you try it and it's just another blue fragrance. So to be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed when I first tried this. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this smells bad. It's not a bad smelling fragrance. It's a designer fragrance. It's a blue fragrance pretty much, and it does smell nice. If you like the blue fragrances, you know, Dior Sauvage, Invictus, YSLY, you will like this because it is a nice fragrance. It's designed to please everyone. But for me, I just think we've got enough of them, and a big company, a big designer company like Ralph Lauren, they have the money, they have the means to produce something that's slightly more artistic. And I know they're trying to go to please everyone, and they want something that everyone's going to enjoy, but it's not just blue fragrances people enjoy. And I think that these designer companies are missing the boat slightly, and I think they can be a bit more artistic, and I would love to see this from these big companies. Now, straight away when I smelt it, this instantly reminded me of first Paco Rabanne Invictus, the original, and also YSLY EDP. Now, I think Invictus and YSLY EDP are better choices than Ralph's Club. If I was going to go for one of them, I probably would either go for the YSLY EDP, or I would go for Invictus Legend. I would skip Invictus, the original. This is a eau de parfum concentration. It's slightly stronger. I find it a bit more interesting, and the performance in this is definitely better than the original. So Ralph's Club smells very similar to these fragrances that are already released. They're owned by so many people. So, and I believe these are better. They're better price. They are better performers. They're more interesting. So if you're going to go for one, if you want a blue fragrance that smells like one of these two, go for one of these two, and I would avoid Ralph's Club. Do I recommend you to buy Ralph's Club? I'm going to say no. I would go for one of the fragrances I mentioned previously, either YSLY EDP, and you can go for the La Parfum version as well, or I'd go for Invictus, the original, or Invictus Legend. This would probably be my first choice. In terms of the price, we've been through the price. It ranges between sort of £50 and £80. Performance, it says it's an eau de parfum concentration for Ralph's Club. It performs on me more like an EDT. It doesn't project very much, and I would say you're going to get about 6 hours out of it. When you can wear it, you can pretty much wear it anywhere. It's a relatively blue generic fragrance, so it's gonna smell nice, and you can wear it to the office, you can wear it, you know, to the gym, you can wear it on date nights, and it's gonna work everywhere. And you're not gonna find anyone that's not, you know, gonna ask you, oh, what are you wearing? It doesn't smell very nice. People are gonna like it. So if you want something that is affordable and you want something that you can wear anywhere, then I suppose you could go for it. But I would go for either Y, EDP, or Paco Rabanne Invictus Legend. Please don't think I'm having a go at you. If you own this and you like it, then that's absolutely good on you. Like I said, it is a nice fragrance, and if you haven't got any other blue fragrances, then it is definitely worth owning. This is just my thoughts, and I just would hope that a new line from a large company, a large designer company, would bring out something that's just slightly different, but it's a shame that they didn't. But guys, thanks for listening. I really would like to know what you think of this. Have you tried Ralph's Club yet? Did you enjoy it? Are you one of the ones that have really enjoyed it and you think that I'm completely wrong? Please let me know. And if you don't like it and you would either go with Y, EDP, or Invictus Legend, which one would you go for? Guys, hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.